Subject of scrutiny here. Wanted to do a quick video on Satanism and Satanism today. And I wanted to point out Zechariah 11:17. I'm not a big Christian per se, but I do believe there's a lot of truth in the Bible. Even though it is watered down and it's been rewritten how many ever times, they still have to tell you the truth. That's part of the Satanist power, is that they tell us the truth and they tell us what they're going to do before they do it. Anyway, they know more about the Bible than most Christians do, and they read it, believe it or not. So I'll read it. It says, "Woe to the idle shepherd that leaveth the flock." He's talking about people leaving God's good graces or whatever. "The sword shall be upon his arm, and his right eye. His arm shall be clean dried up, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened." Now, I want to point out that part where it says, "The sword shall be upon his right eye, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened." So, blind in the right eye and no right arm, basically. So, now that we've established that, now I'm going to show you some of this one-eye symbolism between all these famous people who are definitely in the club. And you'll see here, look at Madonna. I think that's Madonna. Uma Thurma, maybe. I don't know. With this butterfly. Butterfly's part of their symbolism they use a lot too. Snakes and butterflies. It's supposed to represent the monarch, like MK Ultra type programs they had back in the day, and they still use today. But you can see here, she has her right eye is dark, and the left eye is illuminated with a butterfly. And then, you can see all these people covering their dark in the right eye. Britney Spears. I don't know who some of these people are. See the Beatles, each one of their eyes is darkened. Johnny Depp, he's a big guy. He's definitely in the club. I think that's Rihanna or somebody. I don't really know. But she's got the snake covering her right eye and wrapped around her head. And you got creepy ass Madonna again. Then here's Beyonce again with once again the butterfly. They love using those. It just forever and ever and ever it goes. And the AOK symbol is actually a 666. Look at that one, Bieber. Wow, we got to look at that one a little closer. Look at that. Tell me that isn't Antichrist type things. Look at this one with the triangle. And look at them all. It's definitely noticeable. There's another butterfly, another snake. They always put the butterfly and the snake next to each other. There's another butterfly right there. But she's blinding her left eye. See, they'll switch it. The point is to just show that because they can do the law of reversal, which is another satanic thing, so they can cover up the left eye. Look at this one. Damn. Wow. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. This is from a show, kid show. Look at that. There's so much satanic symbolism going on in that. And it's just they're ramping it up, and they're coming out of the shadows because it's the land of anything goes. So tell me that isn't sun worship. Sorry, if you're Catholic, whether you know it or not, you are worshiping the devil. I can go in for hours on the Catholic Church. There's so much going on there. But I think you kind of get the idea of the one eye thing going completely nuts. And like they even pervert. They pervert it as much as possible. Look at all these right next to it on the Wire magazine. Look at all those butterflies all over his head. And there's some predictive programming for 9/11. They love showing us what they're going to do before they do it. Look at that. But, I could go forever on this particular part, so I'm going to move on. Here we go. Some satanic corporate logos. Now, these people, they worship Saturn. So when you see rings when you see rings, Saturn is Satan. If you look at ancient stuff, whenever Saturn was visible in the sky, they always connected it to, evil things and stuff. And there's the 33rd degrees of Freemasonry. They do everything by the numbers. When you get into it, you'll understand that Pythagorean and Chaldean numerology, as well as gematria, they use. So it could be any one of the three, but they always sneak it in there. They always sneak it in there. Let me find some other ones. Lucius, there's Mitsubishi. It makes the six-pointed star. This one's kind of interesting. Masonic twin pillars. Coiled snake. Snake upright. 3 6s in the G. The double O is the Masonic owl eyes. Excuse me. It's very... If you look at this Taco Bell logo, that's an eyeball. If you really look at the yellow right there, that's an eyeball. And then we have the snake eating itself. This is very prevalent. Firefox. If you think your Firefox is better than your Google, you're wrong. It's all the same crap. We're only allowed to access like 0.3 of the internet. The rest is all deep web stuff that we're not allowed to get into. So God only knows what really is on there. But I mean, you can see the broken star is a symbol for the devil coming down as a shooting star or as lightning. So you'll get lightning bolts and you'll get shooting stars. And everyone's seen this one. If you look in Hebrew numerals, the 6 is one of the dashes right there for the monster energy. And it's Unleash the Beast, but when you flip it, when you drink it, it makes it a 666. That's pretty interesting. This one I thought was kind of cool. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's really... Yeah. Don't want to get too much into that. But there's Time Warner Cable. It's an eyeball. CBS is an eyeball. There's a Pepsi logo with an eyeball. Walt Disney, you can see the 3 6s. Very clear as day. I mean, they hide it. They like to just put it right there. So that way, they can just hide in plain sight. That's what they love to do. The chevron logo, it's called a chevron. That's in there. Saturn, I mean, just flat out a car company called Saturn. And the triple cross, they love using that triple cross. It's on the Nabisco logo right here. Right there above the Nabisco logo, it's the triple cross. Triangles. The chevron or the Arco logo is a pyramid from above. And they convert it and twist it, and any way they can get it to fit in there and squeeze in there, they put it in there. And they know the truth. They know that good and evil is in everyone. Look at this. Now the endbegins.com. Yeah, I kind of agree with some of these people, though. Look at this. Look at this thing, dude. Wow. People are really embracing this. It's just insane to me. These people eat children, literally. There's just so much, and they go with it. Yeah. You can go on and on. Eyeball and Monsters Incorporated. All the cool Republicans are doing it. Exactly. Everyone's doing it, whether they know it or not. And then, since we're talking about Saturn, I figured we'd jump into the black cubes. And why the black cubes are so interesting. So here we go. Now, I mean, you may know some Jewish people, and low-level regular Jewish people, they don't know what goes on up at the top, and they don't know that their religion is. I mean, they admit it, man. Some of these people have come out and said, like, we worship Lucifer, we worship the devil, we worship, the Antichrist, or whatever you want to call him, whatever your preferred method of. That's nothing to do with it, but here we go. And this is at Ramadan or whatever. And they go in circles and make rings around this black cube. And then you got all these art pieces all around the world. The first D-Wave quantum computer, is a black cube. So it gives you kind of an idea. This one's interesting as hell. Look at this. Snake eyes on the dice. Look at that, dude. That's 9/11, dude. The black granite footprints of the Twin Towers turned into reflective pools of falling water. Look at that. 2 black cubes. Wow. I thought that was in like Jerusalem or something, or Israel. But anyway, here's their photos of the top of Saturn, allegedly. And it's a hexagram, but that can be translated into a cube if you like connect the dots a certain way. Oh, here we go. I think this kind of explains it. Yeah, how it becomes a cube. And so, I mean, if you start looking for these black cubes, you'll start seeing them. I mean, they are freaking everywhere. And you can't get away from them. And the worship of Saturn in the cube, it's very true. That's why they put those. There's a D-Wave computer, the quantum computer. There's that rabbi wearing that cube on his forehead. I'm not saying that all spark from Transformers, they do this black cube, the Borg. I mean, you can start thinking about black cubes, and you will start seeing them everywhere you look. And then, since we're on that topic, let's talk about some pyramids. Get into some pyramids that are all over the world. I'm not saying that these are satanic, but I'm definitely going to say that they are connected in some way, whether it's worship of God, and that's why they're all not being used, and then they're using the pyramid to pervert, how we were worshiping our Creator with these, or if they really are just ancient, places of satanic worship. I still think they're very much connected and very much involved with each other, especially when you look at this map. Well, this isn't really showing what I want, but they're showing where pyramids are. And if you look, they're right about on the same parallel. But that's going off of a globe map. There's another map right down here which shows it on, this is more of a flat earth looking map. But if you really looked at it on a flat disc and lined up all those pyramids, I bet you it'll make a perfect circle right around the Tropic of Capricorn, where the sun and moon admittedly fly over all the time. Just a theory I was thinking about and looking at just at these two pictures. But someone else has already made that connection. I don't know who someone has, but it's pretty simple. It's pretty out there, so it's not hard to pick up once you see it. And it is definitely interesting. But subject to scrutiny. Like, share, subscribe. We're done.